Yo people, what's up? Welcome back to Space Engineers! So, first off, if I sound kinda weird, that's because I have a new headset. The old one broke, sadly. It was a really good one, I loved it. But it was an old Turtle Beach headset and it's not being produced anymore, so I had to switch. And now I have a Sennheiser. So far so good. I hope it sounds okay. But we'll see. So, today, again, an update. Not a major update though, just minor little update. Some bug fixes. They reverted some changes on thruster damage. Apparently it was kind of weird. I didn't notice anything weird, but I didn't build any of these strange, huge contraptions, I guess. So, yeah, go figure. But yeah. Also, I have to say, I've been on the Reddit for space engineers every once in a while, and this week and last week was like huge discussions because it's like the 4th year anniversary for space engineers. And basically there were a lot of people complaining that after 4 years the game is still nowhere near to the desired state. And, you know, for one, I can understand why people would say these things, because it's kind of true. After 4 years we still have more or less a sandbox and not a real game. But on the other hand, I would never want to return the time I had in Space Engineers and refund that time, so to speak, because I had a good time with Space Engineers. Even though it was buggy, even though most of the fun was made up by myself, you know what I mean? For me it was still worth it, but I understand why people would complain. So what are we doing right now? I think we should start to build a large ship, don't you? You know, or a medium ship rather, but it's gonna be a large grid. Just so we have like the more or less dimensions. I think this is like a good length for a ship. I want to have on it like a refinery and some containers, and basically that's it. And then some drills at the front so we can go mine. Yeah, I think that's the basic gist of it. So what I always do first is do this kind of outline, like a 2D outline of what it's going to be. And now I have to calculate, so I want to have a large container on it that's at least 3 blocks height. And I think the refinery is going to be like lengthwise, so it's not going to be higher than that actually. So I think that's enough height-wise. Yes. So let me just get that done. Alright. And I also have to like think about how the drills are gonna be attached exactly, and I guess it's basically it's gonna work with cameras. I think there's gonna be a camera here in the middle. And then there's gonna be drills all around it. That should be okay, I think. But yeah, that's like the basics of it. Alright. So, we said we wanted a large cargo container, right? For which we need interior plates, obviously. Let me get those real quick. Yes. Place that right here, and then the refinery, because you know, if I go mine for an extended time, then it's a good idea to already start refining some of the stuff, right? I think that's a good plan. So we're putting that down here, and of course it's going to be connected by this. We're using large connectors here, conveyors here, but technically you wouldn't need it for ores alone. But you know, it's handy to do it actually. Also, I think for large grid, the small conveyors are not available anyway, so that's a mute point. Alright, something like that. And then from here on out, there's gonna be drills. Yeah, I think that works. So can put down the cockpit somewhere here. We can put on top of here some not hydrogen, oxygen tanks and a pressure valve, and then we should be able to pressurize it. And then at the back, like the whole length, is going to be solar panels and also probably some oxygen farms, so we can at least have it a bit sustainable, you know. And then we can just go out into the wilderness and start to mine stuff, and don't worry about getting back, and just enjoy ourselves, basically. So, let me start to weld. Right? Huh? Where's my welder? Oh, he's holding it like very far down. You see it at the bottom of the screen. You can see the welder. Same with the drill. You know, something as well about the and now its targeting is all fucked up. Did you see that just now? That's one of the major gripes a lot of people have with Space Engineers, that they fix a bug or two every update and they create 10 more per bug they fix. And I know it's not easy. I'm a programmer myself. I know it's quite difficult to stamp out all bugs. It's most of the time it's darn impossible, actually. Still though, it's super annoying, especially if it's a game that people actively play. I mean, you have to understand, for people that are a bit older, like my age and older, a game like this, like 10, 20 years ago, that was a game that was not released. That was a game in closed beta phase. Do you even say that? Beta? Closed beta. And public did not get to play it because it was buggy. And today, games like that can get released in early access, which is an interesting thing because it allows people to observe the development. But it comes with a problem, in my opinion, because people get attached to a game easily like that, and they start to get expectations from that game. And, you know, especially people who like build huge survival contraptions and stuff, and then suddenly something changes, a bug, or maybe sometimes they even change a feature to do something completely different, and then suddenly all their stuff is non-functional. I guess when they did the thruster update, that happened too. A lot of people, I think, were complaining about that their ships were now breaking because of these changes. And that's something that would not happen to a game that is fully released. But yeah, that's the curse of early access, I guess. It's just that it's an unfinished game and stuff will break a lot. And if you expect to play this game without hitch, without a problem, then yeah, sadly that's not the case. See, again, I cannot target this block. That is just a problem that they had a few patches ago, and then they fixed it, and now it seems to be around again every once in a while. It's a shame, really. It's really a shame. But I don't know. I don't know what I personally would do here, because, as I said, I'm a programmer. I work as a programmer, and I can kind of understand. It's very hard to do, and I've seen people that said, why don't you hire more programmers to fix these bugs? It's also not that easy. You cannot just throw more people at that problem. it's not necessarily gonna get better because you throw more people at it. That's not how it works, but yeah, I can totally understand the frustration of people. Right now, am slightly frustrated with all that stuff that just is happening right now. And technically, I should actually go to the forums afterwards and do a bug report. And I have to be honest, I'm horrible in that kind of sense, because I'm the guy that finds bugs, and then most of the time I'm too lazy to report them. So yeah, I'm kind of responsible for sometimes bugs not being fixed as fast as they could, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's terrible. Technically, I should really go to the forum and state my problems here. Would do good to everybody, I think. What else do I need? I forgot. So yeah, I put a big thruster. Oh no, just a small thruster at the back. I want to see if that is enough to propel us into space. I think it should. See, that again, that is so annoying. One more thruster components and construction components. Yes, sir. So... actually, let's make some thruster components as well. We're gonna need a lot more of these, actually. In general, we're gonna need a lot more of stuff. It's good that we gathered ourselves so much material in the past. That was a good choice, I think. I almost forgot again what I needed to bring there. Oh, one more thruster component. God damn it. I don't even have thruster components anymore. That was all. Now I have to wait for them to be manufactured. Just one. That's enough. But I need to wait. Not sure I have enough platinum ingots here, as it is. Where's the refinery? Let's see. No, I don't have enough platinum ingots. That's why I made this ship, because we will run out of resources a lot during this construction. That's just how it's gonna go. But at least right now we can kinda, you know, get the basics done and lay some good groundwork. And I think that's important. I mean, there's some things missing on this ship. There's, we have to put on reactors, of course. As I said, oxygen, and of course more thrusters. So optionally, I'll put more thrusters at the back, but for now that's sufficient, I think. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting construction, I think. It's been a long time since I actually constructed a huge ship like that, and I remember it was painful back then. Although I have to say, I think the first real survival thing I played was probably with the slowest settings, and it was basically torture. At least in my opinion. I can see why people would do such a thing, but I'm just not the guy for that. I can admit that I'm a impatient man at times, and also sometimes the game is too difficult for me. I had it with several games where I had to say that's too difficult. I'm just not that good of a gamer. Dark Souls, for example. I tried Dark Souls. I tried really hard, but in the end I had to say the time that I put into it is not worth my enjoyment. So I just said, nah. And same was for the basic survival mode. It was just not worth my... No, I wouldn't say it's not worth my time, but it's not. It does not bring me enough enjoyment for me to torture myself in that way. So yeah, there you go. I'm thinking we're getting good progress, but we definitely need to get more platinum. That's gonna be the major issue here, I think. Also, I need to put on the drills later. I'm not quite sure how much the drills are gonna cost me. But they're gonna be quite expensive, I think. We need imperial plates? No, interior plates. There we go. Let's see. Yes. Also, I found a mod that I actually might want to put on this save state as well. And it's not a mod that changes a lot of the content, it actually just changes the visual style. And it's a mod that makes everything darker and more realistic looking. And I really like that, because in my opinion, this space is too bright. It's very good visually to find your way around, but if the sun is behind the planet, it should be fucking pitch black. That's how it's supposed to be. And then you would need to actually work with lights and stuff, and right now this base has no lights whatsoever, and I'm totally fine. I'm never in darkness, no problem. And that's kinda not satisfactory. I mean, I'm not like super hardcore realistic on this game, but that's like, sometimes it's these small little details that I'm really a stickler for. I don't know why. But maybe it's also just because it's visually very, very interesting. So that might be a thing as well. I'm not quite sure what the mod is called now. It's something now, it's some weird name. I cannot really remember. But yeah, it makes everything really dark and the lighting looks a lot more realistic. And it actually compares the screenshots. It has screenshots of the game modded, and then it compares it with NASA footage, which I thought was quite impressive actually, because it looked really good, you know, in comparison. So yeah, I might actually put that on next time. I'll have to check if it's visually acceptable for the viewers, because it really makes things dark, and some games, if you make things too dark, are just virtually unwatchable. Because I don't know how your computer, how your monitor settings are at home. So it might be that if I play with that dark mode on, you'll see perfectly fine, and it might be that you don't see jack shit. So yeah, I'll check if I'll want to do that. Ugh, construction components, eh? Do I even have some more of those? No. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put into our queue a lot of materials. Let's put on some power cells as well. Some of that, some of that. Just basically start to produce a lot of things. And now we'll gather ourselves, or we'll grab ourselves the space moth. And I have to check. I think we're gonna go over there to that asteroid, because that has platinum on it. So that should be fine. And we're gonna harvest some, get back, and yeah, start to melt some platinum down so we can create more thruster components, basically. What did we say? 3 kilometers beforehand should we start to break, I think. Something like that. It was a considerable amount, that's what I remember, but don't quite remember what the number was last time. I think 3 kilometers is a bit too much, actually. Yeah, probably. Okay, 2 kilometers would have been good, I think. Oh, now I might overshoot, actually. Are we in planet gravity? No, we're not. Good. So we're staying up here. That's good. I don't want to accidentally get sucked into planetary gravity there. Just in case. So we... Oh, we need to find the platinum. Where's the platinum? Because that's the main reason we're here. There's a lot of iron. Platinum is really hard to spot. Because it has this kind of silvery touch to it. I'm pretty sure there was platinum here. I would not have marked it that way if there wasn't. There's nickel, which is also good. Let me grab some nickel. Actually, yeah, the asteroid is in planet gravity. That's interesting. Oh god. I'm confused. Ah, there we go. There's the space moth. Jesus! I was disorientated just right there. My god. Ah, we cannot access it from here. There we go. Also put these in here. Where is the platinum? Here is where I made the marker. Is that platinum? That might be platinum. No, that's stone. Ah, that might be... That might be plat... Yes, that's platinum. Sweet! Alright, get all the sweet platinum we can. Because we need a lot of it, because it's actually the conversion rate from ore to bars is terrible. So we need as much as we can. Yes, all the sweet platinum. Whoa. Almost locked myself in there for some reason. Space Moth, where are you? There we go. Oh, don't smack into it, please. That would be brutal. Platinum, yes. Where was it again? It's this, right? Yes. So, how much should we get? Like 2 free loads? I think we're gonna get 3 full inventories of platinum. That should be enough for the first, like, batch of thrusters. And then if we need more we come back. Luckily, this platinum ore vein has not been depleted yet.
Inventory full.
Looks like there's still plenty more to go. Oop. So yeah, that's about 30 tons of platinum. Plus, minus. That's gonna be good. Jesus, I have to reorientate myself every time I come down here again. Let's just dig right into it. See how deep this goes. That's pretty good, actually. That's a lot of platinum. That's enough. There we go. Wrong direction. There we go. There's our dear Space Moth. Space Moth is pretty cool, I have to admit. I like the vehicle. Or the spacecraft, rather. Yeah, that should be enough platinum. Righto. Let's go. So at 2 kilometers we start to break. That should be enough, I think. Hopefully. And then we're gonna throw all that platinum into the refinery, and then we can continue working on the spaceship. It would be good if I get the basic hull done. So then I only have to put on thrusters and gyroscopes as well. Don't forget gyroscopes. Because gyroscopes are massively important on these large ships, because I don't want to turn the ship by driving my mouse 50 times over my mouse path. That's not what I want to do. I mean, I remember one of my big ships had like a huge room just plastered with gyros all over the walls and stuff. So yeah. So let's ease ourselves towards our station. Worst case scenario, ram into the constructed ship there and push it out into space. Oh, don't jinx it now. This is also a thing that a lot of space games have, and Space Engineer doesn't, because it's a construction game and not really a space game. That you can set your thruster level exactly with the mouse wheel, and so you can really ease into docking stations and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's some cutbacks because it's not a complete space game, so to speak. It's really more of a constructor game, definitely. But yeah. All right, start producing. I need to check what kind of resources are needed to construct refinery upgrades, because they would come real handy right now. You know, get some efficiency, speed, and what was one? Power saving, I think. Get some of these upgrades going. Might be a good idea, actually. There we go. Yes, it's going fine. So for 500 thrusters I think I wanted to make before, I need 16 kilograms of platinum ingots, I think. So right now we have almost 1 ingot. I'm not quite sure how many tons of platinum I actually used up for that, but I think I should be able to get enough. All right, let me check that real quick. I don't even know what these are called. Module, right. So we have a speed, yield, and power efficiency module. I think I can build those, actually. So, actually, let's put on... Let me think, because I don't want to make it too power hungry. So 1 speed, 1 yield, and 2 power efficiency. I think that's a good idea. So power efficiency, speed, and yield. Right? Let me get these components. Ah yes, construction components as well, obviously. think large tubes I saw as well. Small tubes. And grids. Right. So let me check right now. Right now we have 7 hours of a fully working refinery. And now speed and yield. Whew, cuts it down to 4 hours. Jesus Christ. But with this, it should... oh yeah, look at that. It goes a lot faster. Yes. Alright, I think... Well, the thing is now it's at 4 hours because my solar panels as well are not having full exposure right now. So actually, let me just fix that. Let me get more solar panels onto this bad boy. Because we still want to remain fully functional during our production here. Would be a shame if we run out of energy all of a sudden. Alright, how much solar panels did I have? I think it's at least enough for 2 more. Yeah, that was pretty much... Well, 1 more technically, but... what do we need? Computers, this, and... I think some of that. Oh yeah, construction components, right. There we go. So now these are completely out of energy. You know what I should do? Just in case, like worst case scenario, get a reactor. To jumpstart our station, just in case. I think that's a good idea. Because we have some of your... Do we have uranium? I thought we had uranium somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. 48 kilo. Sure, that's good. Alright. So what did I want to get? Oh yeah, reactor. You know, it's just so we have a backup plan in case we run out of energy completely. There we go. I mean, we probably will also put one of these onto the big ship. Again, just in case. Motors and metal grids coming right up. Righto. Alright, so now we can put in some uranium and we'll have a dandy old time. But yeah, look at this now. Already we have a bit more exposure and we're up to 5 hours again. So I think if the sun is completely above, we're not gonna have any trouble with power. There we go. Very nice. How much do I have now? Platinum. That's fair. Let's start to construct some things again. What does a reactor component need? Silver. Alright. And some more of that. Are we running out of iron? Are you kidding me? Yes, you're kidding me. Good. Okay, let me grab some more iron. I just want to sketch the outline real quick of my ship. And then I think I'm gonna call it a quit for today. So let me put it on like this. How wide should it be? Technically 3 is enough, because that is enough for me to get back here. Yeah, let's do it as minimalistic as possible. So it's gonna be 3, and then we're gonna put on that. Oh, no, not half blocks. To be fair, half blocks are a great addition. I love half blocks. I really do. There we go. Something like that. That would be the circumference of our ship, so to speak. Wait, I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. That's just a thing I'm not able to do. I cannot build my ships asymmetrically. I just can't. Even if I force myself to do it. At least from the outside they have to be symmetrical. I don't know why. It's just an aesthetic thing. Cannot help myself. There we go. So yeah, this hull is gonna stretch, I think, up to here, and then there will be a wall of drills. And then back here, at least like from a certain part back, there will be solar panels. Because the thing is, if we keep it very slim, we can actually like bore into an asteroid almost until we hit the solar panels and then go out again, something like that. We'll see. Maybe we'll also put no solar panels on this. That would also be an interesting idea. I have to think about it. But yeah, we are at a good point right now, I think. So next time we're gonna try to finish up the hull and then hopefully start to put on the drills and then the remaining thrusters, and hopefully this thing will actually work in the end. Fingers crossed. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Sorry.